Job, career, profession. Let's face it, a lot of these words basically mean the same thing. Work, where we spend close to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, okay, you get the point, hours per week. As each day turns into a week, and each week becomes a year, and each year becomes 10 years, it's quite natural to ask the question, wait, what am I doing? Who am I doing this for? And most importantly, am I passionate and excited about the kind of work that I'm doing? It's very interesting, but the concept of a job and a career are actually not the same. But there are blurred lines because people think they're the same. But I'm here to tell you that they're actually not the same, and that there's actually a time for us to focus on our job and another time for us to focus on our career. So, on that note, are we ready to get started and dive into the world of jobs and careers? Are we ready? I don't think we are. It doesn't sound like we're ready. Let's try this again. Are we ready to dive into the world of jobs and careers? Yes. Absolutely. Let's get started. And this is why the importance of career security cannot be overemphasized. Career security and having a strong grip on where you're going and why you're going there is really the key to professional sustainability. We really want to build a strong value proposition, because a strong value proposition leads to professional sustainability in a volatile environment, which is literally the environment that we're in right now. So on that note, what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 minutes to think about our own individual career value proposition, right? So really to answer the question, what is a value that I provide that no one else can? What is something that my colleague comes to me with that no one else can do? And what is something that other people trust me to deliver that no one else can? It's really important to have our job coincide with our goals, right? When we think about goals, there are short-term goals and there are long-term goals. When we think of short-term goals, 3 to 6 months. Long-term goals, 1 to 2 years. But let's face it, it's pretty hard to have all of your goals coincide with your job and your career at all times, right? Admittedly. But there is a way. There is a way. And that way is to create SMART goals. On that note, we're going to take 10 minutes, maybe less, depending on when you guys are done, okay, and think about our top 5 short-term and long-term goals, as well as, this is the key, how we're going to take steps to achieve them. So basically, if you hit broad on each of those categories, you are more career focused, you're more long-term focused, long-term vision focused. But if you hit specific and detailed, you know exactly where you're going, you know exactly what you're doing, right now is the time to focus on your job, which will in turn lead into your career. So take a couple of minutes, think about the answers that you put in under all of the different activities that we've done so far, and really circle either job or career. When we say that our focus is career right now, that means that we have to now backtrack and say, okay, these are my long-term goals, this is what I want to achieve, but how do I make my job work for me? Have that long-term view either way, it's a good idea, but if you are job focused, just understand that now you have to build up to a career, and if you're career focused, understand that now you have to scale back to understand what job you should be looking at having today. Does that make sense? So congratulations all of you. By defining your area of focus, job versus career, you are now one step closer to attaining your destiny. Thank you.
Tonight was really impactful. The engagement and excitement in the audience, you can feel it as people were participating in the exercises, and I think everyone's fired up for the next stage of their careers. Our jobs.